we got us another one where obviously we got to talk about these Dallas Cowboys, and we doing the exit interviews. Exit interviews are real things. They are very important. You learn a whole lot about your organization from doing exit interviews. We already kind of started this series off a little bit, but we gonna get into it even more. Because the Dallas Cowboys are also doing exit interviews. It's going on right now. Mike McCarthy talked about it today at his press conference. He talked about that they had the exit interviews with the players. So we gonna have an exit interview as well. And we gonna talk about those things that we supposed to learn from an exit interview. What's the importance of doing these exit interviews? How do we improve as a team? How do we improve as a fan base? It's so many areas to where exit interviews are exponentially important. So we not gonna cheat you. We gonna go through all of it. We gonna go through all the coaches. We gonna go through all the players. We gonna talk about how and what it means to free agency. So we not taking no breaks here at Boss Cowboy Sports. We getting right into the off season. We're not taking no breaks. One of the winningest coaches said, no days off. Bill Belichick. I'm taking him at his word. We got too close to take a break. I ain't taking no break. Ain't no breaks. No days off. Yeah, but we gonna definitely get his truth today. We gonna definitely talk about this because I think this is very interesting. I also have the links in all the descriptions. The links of everything that we gonna be talking about. So like always, y'all hang tight. I gotta get this Millennial Falcon ready to go. Y'all be right back. I will be right back. To this content, man. We ain't finna play no games. All right. Let's go. All right, man. Let's talk some ball. Obviously, first thing we go greet all the people that's in the building. We see y'all already coming in. Let me get that set up. Give me 1 second. I see, that's the first thing. I'm always making a habit to greet the people who, taking their data, come in here and bless us with y'all presence. I'm gonna likely turn them phones on today. I might not though. I'm kind of tired, bro. Might get down to this content and get out of here. Y'all forgive me, man. Long days. But my boy said he first. What's up, Josh? John said, sup, boss? What's up, John? Obviously my boy Daryl, we gonna get you on them phones. My boy Daryl been trying to get on these phones. We gonna get you on them phones, Daryl. I promise you, big dog. Yeah, my boy Dre say, boy, it's hard watching these playoffs and knowing we had a better coach and we would still be in this thing. Dre, I ain't even lying. I ain't watching no playoffs. I have not. I can't watch it, bro. I might not even watch the Super Bowl. I'm being all the way honest, bro. I'm just kind of all in on these Cowboys, man. Mike McCarthy said today, I was like, I feel you on that. He said, man, I ain't watched the playoffs in years. I love that. I was like, I'm going to follow your lead on that, Mike. Because, man, if it ain't the Cowboys, what is it? You know what I'm saying? I do like football, but yeah, I ain't. It hurt. This one hurt. He said, my boy Montana, what's up, Montana? He said, like I said, the fans can support this type of dysfunction. Yes, it will continue. Nothing will ever change, and Dallas would never win. Yeah, Montana, it is getting to a point to where a lot of the fans are really super agitated with the same old, same old. This is embarrassing. We've been rocking with the Cowboys. We've been taking bullets by all these haters. And then we are literally publicly embarrassed from our own dysfunctions. So, yeah. And I'm seeing a lot of people, that's real life. Like, I ain't buying nothing with the Cowboys. I support people like that too. I support you. Because I can't say your voice matter and then be against you doing things that can actually make a difference. I feel that, Montana. Yeah. My boy say, Boss Cowboy, please go into the points of Jerry Jones' reason for doing exit interviews and he not doing exit interviews or evaluations. I don't know what you talking about, dog, but I'm probably open up the phones so you can call me and then we can talk about it, because I want to make sure I'm clear on what you're saying. I would be highly disappointed if Jerry lets Quinn get away from us before Kellen Moore. I ain't even really worried about Quinn. I'm being all the way honest with you, bro. Quinn, without the talent that Will McClay was able to put in his lap, got fired mid-season. So even people like Quinn need talent. Will McClay is the engine that's driving this, not Quinn. It's Will McClay. Now, Quinn was an asset, but we can definitely move forward without Quinn. And it's a whole lot of people, I promise you, that want to be our D coordinator with the talent that we have on defense and the core that we have. So I ain't losing no sleep. I'm being all the way honest, and I'm not knocking Quinn. I'm just trying to look at this from measured Kool-Aid. My boy Daryl said, I've already shared and liked this video. Appreciate that, Daryl. Yeah, everybody, as y'all come in the house, I always make that a habit. I really mean that. Because I used to do the same thing myself on YouTube. I get caught up on the video content. I'll walk out that video content and won't even hit that like. And that's how you help all of us. When you like the content, hit that like. It's very simple. So, yeah, my boys, ooh, y'all going hard, man. Listen, I'll be y'all shoulder to today to cry on. He said, being a Cowboys fan is stressful, for real. It is. But let's man up. We ain't crying. We not taking no days off. All right. I'm going to give all of us a week to cry. After that, let's get back to business. You know what I'm saying? We got business to handle. We got free agency to talk about. We got off-season stuff to talk about. We got politics to get rid of. Man, I ain't finna cry too long, y'all. We ain't got time. We got to be like an arm, and we got to be like, all right, the pain is over with. Let's fight. Geach said, I'm cool with Joe Witt. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Joe Witt, I'm cool. Man, I take that in a heartbeat. So yeah, I like Quinn. No disrespect to Quinn, and Quinn did an amazing job. But it's just like, you know, when we get out of relationships, you're a fool if you don't think something else out there for you. You're a fool. Yeah, there's plenty of fish in the sea. My boy Scott Walker in the building. What up, OG? He said, facts. Will McClay, the one that can't get away. Absolutely. That's, yeah. So, and let me tell everybody something. We in the little finger portion of the off season, and what I mean by that is chaos is a ladder, was what he believed in the show Game of Thrones. And so he would intentionally cause chaos to profit and come up off of it. Well, we got to know that we are a media magnet. So people go tell us we will never see this team again. This team is done. It's decimated. But just remember, if we stop and think back to last year, we had the 31st ranked defense. And we were saying, if it can even just be halfway good and help our offense, we could win a Super Bowl. That defense was way better than halfway good. So, listen, the key guy is already in the building, Will McClay. We just gotta learn our lessons, and that's what this is about. My boy Lance Bell said, "You right, yeah, bro. I know it. I'm telling you, we was panicking last year too. We was panicking. Oh, this defense. Yeah, I was panicking. I say I'm acting like I'm laughing at y'all. I was panicking, but at some point we got to say, you know what? That front office know what they doing in terms of getting talent. Like, that's what none of us should be worried about. Let's just be honest. At some point, you scared for nothing. So let's not worry about talent. I'm being honest. Don't worry about talent. These boys know what they doing. Yeah, I don't know. Coach Marv say, boss, is Quinn gone? I don't know. I ain't heard nothing. Nothing went off in my phone. No notifications. But I'm being honest. I don't even care. I don't. And that's not talking about Quinn. Listen, man, I'm just measuring the Kool-Aid. That's all I'm doing, man.
It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring.
Because if we don't measure that Kool-Aid, we'll be in a panic. I'm like, nah. When you look at this in context and you look at it in balance, we good. So let's talk about what we came here to talk about, all right? Because exit interviews are real things. So I want to talk about that, okay? So the power of an exit interview is to likely get honesty in times you would likely not get honesty. So those of us that been in management and stuff like that, especially corporate organizations, you know, a lot of times your employees will not tell you the truth, even when you do silent polls. But if you really want to get the pulse and the real honesty of your organization, talk to people when they think they're on the way out or when they're on the way out. That's where you get truth. That's when the truth will come out. So that's why you want to talk to guys at the end of the season so they can say, hey, I couldn't say this, but coach was petty. You know, because you're already thinking, I'm out of here. I'm a free agent. So now I can tell you what I really feel about the organization. Smart companies do that because it gives them a chance to have self-reflection. And that's what we doing. Let's do this together to where we're going to reflect together on the lessons that we've all should have learned from this season. All right. I also put bonus content with Mike McCarthy press conference, because that's what we're going to start with. I'm going to start with that because he talked about the exit interviews. But I also want to talk about some of the things that kind of stumbled out his mouth, because some stuff did stumble out his mouth. And we gonna go through all these coaches, because I got some opinions on all these guys, and I want to get y'all opinion. And I think some of our guys getting a bad rap, like Joe Philman. I'm gonna talk about that. I think Joe getting a bad rap because there was some things that was out of his control. I'm gonna prove that too. Like that whole reshuffling stuff, that was not on him. He had his mind set. I'm gonna prove it, because you got to be able to dig through what was said in the past, and I already got that stuff organized. So I already know what was said, so I can look and say, okay, is that really on him, or was that reshuffling of the offensive line more so dysfunction in the organization? We gonna talk about that. That's gonna be tomorrow though. I ain't gonna talk about that today. But let's go, if y'all don't mind. I think my music too loud. Let me turn this down, man. Music way too loud. It's way too loud. All right, here we go. Let's start with Mike McCarthy, and we go through this. All right. and we go really take our time and paint this picture. Here we go.
We need to be better because it's definitely a key building block to being, for us to have success.
Mike, in your meetings with the Joneses, have they given you clarity on your job security? And amid all the rumors and the gossip, can you share that clarity?
That was it. Hold on. Is this the right location? Let me make sure. Hold on. All right, let's go.
Yes, I've had a chance to, talk to Jerry, after the game for a long time. Also saw him again Monday, so we had very positive, conversation and just, the focus on the evaluation process. So I don't see it that way. I'm focused on the exit interview process.
Mike, you said the team failed to achieve its goals. What do you think are the primary reasons that happened?
Primary reasons we did not.
See, good question. He said, what was the primary reasons we didn't achieve our goal? And this is why I like Mike McCarthy. When Mike McCarthy get to talking, he don't stop. So when people like that, the truth and what they really thinking just falls out. All right, so y'all check them out. Listen.
Well, I think, without seeing the game, I mean, playoff football is, we all understand it, what it takes. I think the potential, historically, will tell you it's going to come down to a couple plays, and it definitely we came down to the sequence here at the end.
Let me pause that. See, because I said we also need to learn as fans. So the mantra of Boss Cowboy Sports is your voice matter. He said himself that playoff football comes down to a couple of plays. So why is that so important? Because a lot of us had debates on different issues during the season, right? And we can't treat even what seems to be small debates like they're no big deal. Because some of these things are big deals, and we, to me, got to be greedy about trying to get all the ideas out there that can move us closer to 6, like having an urgency about it. And I'm saying that's what we should do as content creators, as fans of the games. We should be aggressive about ideas, thinking just like Mike McCarthy, that it could come down to a few plays. So try to look at everything that can improve us. Don't take nothing for granted.
But without getting into the specifics of the game, without watching the tape, I know just, speaking with Kellen, I mean, I think he said we had eight 2nd and 10s, and 4
2nd and 10s.
Or 2nd and 20s,
And then we had how many 2nd and 20s? I didn't catch that. I think he said, hold on, let me go back.
Primary reasons we did not. Well, I think, without seeing the game, I mean, playoff football is, we all understand it, what it takes. I think the potential, historically, will tell you it's going to come down to a couple plays, and it definitely we came down to the sequence here at the end. But without getting into the specifics of the game, without watching the tape, I know just, speaking with Kellen, I mean, I think he said we had eight 2nd and 10s, and 4 2nd and 20s.
4 2nd and 20s. God. Whew. That's some ugly football.
So, I mean, obviously first down was a huge issue for us offensively.
Yes.
I thought we were nervous to start the game. Felt it in the locker room at the team prayer. But I thought we fought through that okay. I mean,
Hold on. See, that's the part I want to key in on. Let me go back to that. Y'all give me a second.
I think, without seeing the game, I mean, playoff football is, we all understand it, what it takes. I think the potential, historically, will tell you it's going to come down to a couple plays, and it definitely we came down to the sequence here at the end. But without getting into the specifics of the game, without watching the tape, I know just, speaking with Kellen, I mean, I think he said we had eight 2nd and 10s, and 4 2nd and 20s, so, I mean, obviously first down was a huge issue for us offensively. I thought we were nervous to start the game. Felt it in the locker room at the team prayer. But I thought...
He said, I thought we was nervous. So what did you do about it? What did you do about it?
We fought through that okay. I mean, we held them to field goals, and I think once our guys settled in, I thought that it balanced out and the competitiveness there. But the up and down was a challenge. The offense not getting into a rhythm. I thought the defense played stronger in the second half, gave us a chance to stay in the game, and we needed to make a couple more plays on offense.
All right. And see, let me tell you why this is frustrating, okay? The main reason why this is so frustrating, because I know that I've talked about this before. I want y'all to listen. I'm out of the game trying to figure out solutions, right? Now, hold on. Figure out solutions. Let me pause this real quick, because this was after the Denver loss. I want y'all to listen on what I talk about in the final word. This ain't about bragging. This is about being greedy, about keeping your edge and preparing for the playoffs. Just listen. Right? So I got about 3, okay? Number 1, I'm going to see if I can get some amens on this. We need to assign emotional leaders. The team captains need to have a quiet bond that when the team gets flat, that they are the guys that are assigned to rally the rest. And it got to come from leaders. It can't come from people that's not dominant voices. Dak can't be sitting down when the team is flat. Curse can't be sitting down when the team is flat. Michael, just think about the 90s, and I'm not on the 90s jock, but I'm just really just being honest on what made them who they were. When times got hard, Aikman was talking loud. Nate Newton was loud. Aikman was loud. They didn't play flat, bro. So if I see a flat as a problem, create a solution. I said create a solution. This was after the Denver loss. Because that could happen again. It can be the playoffs. We can be getting our ass whooped. Oh my God. And it needs to be a plan. Like, okay, we flat. What are we gonna do to get these guys up? They need to and be organized about it. Who are the guys that's gonna do that? I'm gonna be looking for that going forward when times get tough. Number 2, and I'm gonna ask you a question. Did we see that change? Every time we was flat, did you see us have anything managerial or emotionally to get us going? No. So Mike McCarthy, what did you do when you saw that your guys was nervous? Oh, we just when it settled in. By the time it settled in, we was down 10-0. I want to see smart contingency plans. I want to see Mike McCarthy. I want to hear about Terrence Steele playing a lot of left tackle. Even when T. Smith comes back, I want to hear about him practicing that. We got to prepare for another type of Denver storm. Because, we likely won't see that storm again. Not like what had happened. Right. But we got to prepare like it could happen. What's going to happen if T. Smith just something happened and, you go have... Now it's going to be Terrence Steele plays 7 great games and now you got to throw him on the left and let him die again? Nah. So I want to see the contingency plan, and I want to see a focus on culture. That's my 3rd thing. I want to see, as a final word, a focus on culture, because we got a young team. I really want y'all to hear me on this one, man. We got a young team, and with a young team, they don't really know how to be professionals. So it got to be a focus on culture and a way to win and a way to be the professional and not to be the party guys because we winning. Notice how Mike McCarthy and other teammates been talking about the lack of focus in practicing. That's been leaking. That's leaking because it's a problem. This the point. So see, this pissing me off, bro. I mean, cause see, this was a good team, bro. All of us know that. That's why we all so mad. We all know this was the squad. Now, did we go get another squad? Yeah, Will McClay got paid. We go get another squad. I ain't finna be no crybaby ass dude. We'll never see this again. Now, we gonna see this again, but we never want to squander no opportunities. Problem with culture and youth. So what are we going to do about the culture to make these young guys grow up fast? So I'm going to be looking and listening for all of that as my final word.
Wow. Man, that's a man.
So my boy Bird with the super chat, he said, boss, you are the best one breaking down the political, psychological, and cultural issues with this team. Yeah, like I said, man, this is one thing I am good at. Like, all of us got skills. All of us got things we're good at. This is one thing I know I'm do well at. I do look at the cultural and I do look at the psychological and the political things, because that also are the secret things that can break down your team from winning. It's not just X's and O's. Sometimes it's cultural. What did Mike McCarthy say? He said we was flat, and I noticed it. But did he do anything? No, he just came out of the prayer and he did nothing, and he let them guys come out there flat. So in an exit interview, what can we do to prevent this from happening again? So we can't just walk out of that and be like, oh, that happened. Oh, okay, well, let's just, next year, we got next year. No, what are the plans now? What do we go learn from it now? Let's talk about this, man. I ain't bullshitting. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. This is real. So, listen, I'm going to show y'all something. Don't get mad when I show you this. Just look at it like we're learning. Like, what's the difference? And we go talk about real solutions so we don't have this flat stuff. I warned about us being flat after Denver because we was better than Denver. But what happened was we came out unmotivated, not flat, and nobody did a thing about it. We just thought they was gonna play out of it. No, some of this stuff is about emotion. Sometimes you got to get your guys invested emotionally. Let me, I know I'm talking fast. Let me slow down a little bit, because this get me going, bro. But think back to 2016. We was playing Detroit in 2016. Detroit was playing to get in the playoffs. We was playing to hold on to a home field advantage, right? And the number one seed. They came out and the score was 21-21. Do y'all remember what happened? What made us beat them 42-21? Do anybody remember what happened? Because it wasn't X's and O's. It wasn't. You know what it was? Sean Lee went out there and chewed everybody ass out. And they showed him on the sideline. It was, we better than these MFers, man. Y'all, ain't no way. We not playing cowboy football. It had nothing to do with X's and O's. It had everything to do with motivation. And when we played motivated, we skunked their ass in the second half. The first half, they was running the ball on us. We was looking soft. Go back and look at that 2016 game. Yeah. And so don't get mad when I show you this. I really want y'all to really hear me out. Because see, now we're talking about an exit interview on some of the things that can have us better for next year. Because Mike McCarthy, you can't just do nothing. You just can't be like, oh, they was flat and, it's settled. No, it didn't settle. We was behind. That's not settling. We was trying to get back in the game. Oh, I nerve settled. Yeah, good. I nerve settled, but they was already ahead and confident. Oh man, here we go. Let me show y'all this. This is important. Check this out. Check this out. I said this before Mike McCarthy said what he said. I said this on the 18th. I said never underestimate swag to a game. I mean that too. That is no joke. That I ain't saying that to be cute. I said I hate San Fran, but they came to play and they respected Dallas even coming out of the locker room. So just look though. I want y'all to look at this from a cultural standpoint. I want you to think about this from a motivational standpoint. Now this the same. Now they in our house. They should be nervous. They come out to a damn boombox, swagging, chilling, right? Yeah. You know what? You know why this is smart though? I'm gonna tell you why this is smart, even down to the boombox. See, y'all think I'm playing. Because this is about what's your plan to make sure your guys are loose? What's your plan to make sure your guys is looking at this game like we finna go out here and do our thing? See, yeah, so they didn't do this by accident. This was thought out. What get my guys ready to play? What get my guys in their zone? What get my guys to go into an enemy territory and they not scared? They not flat. What is it that get them going? Now you got the other side, and I'm not on San Fran nuts, but you got to be smart and study your competitors. You got to study, why did they just kick my ass? If we doing exit interviews, what made them come out loose? What made them come out and just go down the field on that first drive? What made them do what they did? Now, we just heard our guy talk about, hey, my guys seem nervous, but they balanced it out. Then you look across the street and they coming out. What's the difference? A plan. And it's what I warned about. I said it after Denver. I said I want to see a plan. Like, you can literally be robotic in this too. This is something that you can actually plan for. Like, my guys are flat. So go to Micah Irvin, go to all your leaders and say, y'all know what to do. These dudes flat. Start getting in their ass. Or whatever your plan is. Because let's talk about this real too. Let's talk about this really real. I'm finna be so real. I'm finna be realer than y'all ever think I'm gonna ever be. You gotta also think about this based on the culture of your team. Because see, I'm gonna just say it blunt. It's a lot of white coaches that sometimes don't understand black culture. And most of these teams are black. So your smarter coaches a lot of times will adapt the style of pregame that get your guys going. But there are also sometimes coaches that want to try to make you be like them. And it's like, bruh, you was raised in the 60s. You don't understand my culture. And I'm not saying make everything black, because some teams, and this is how I explain it. You have a Penn State culture and a Miami culture. It's not about color, it's about culture. What is your team? What gets them going? Is it RDC? You know, what is it? Is it rock and roll that get your guys going? Like, what get your guys going? You got to learn your guys. Jimmy Johnson said this at Miami. I'm telling y'all the truth. If y'all want some bullshit, go somewhere else. I'm telling you the truth. Jimmy Johnson said this, and this is real what I'm getting ready to tell you. He got into it with the AD. Oh, yeah. Oh, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. Oh, Aaron. See, Aaron, thank you, bro. See, this is why I love our fans, bro. We go hard as a unit. See, our fans go hard. Look what Aaron said. That's why Quinn has such an impact on the defense. Think about it. Think about it, bro. This is real what I'm saying. What did
what did Kiki, I'm gonna call him Kiki like Quinn call him. What did Kiki say? He say, "Oh, Quinn, he loves Jays. He loves Jays." Oh, y'all gonna see Quinn, because Quinn is a true urban white dude. See, some of y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Yeah, see, Quinn was raised in the 80s. So he really do like Jays, but you don't think that relate to his black players? Oh, some of y'all tripping because I'm talking about color. No, don't trip. See, because some people, it's the race card. See, if you ever let anybody say that a race discussion is a card game, you let them slap you in your face. We all got to be able to have intelligent race discussions. We all do. We all have to be able to have intelligent race discussion. When I was in the business school, they was teaching us about business etiquette across different cultures. They say when you in Japan, this is how you do business. This is how you greet. This is how you, because when you're in a different culture, you're supposed to adapt to what works. And then we look across the street. We look literally across the street and we see why they came out the way they did. Yeah, we see it. Like organized, a white dude with a boombox.
Fire! Plane.
That's a plan. But look who relating to it. Just look at the body language. Who relating to it? The brothers. Who the leaders? The brother. It's a white dude's feeling it. You can see it. But who really feeling it? Who the majority of your team? That's leadership. That's coming out with a plan. I'm telling you, I don't like San Fran. I hate to show that video. I hate to say San Fran better than us on anything. I can't stand San Fran. But I gotta also sit back and learn from San Fran. I got to. I can't have so much pride to where when you slap me in my face, I don't say, why did it work? Yeah, this is called having a plan. Now, if you have a Penn State culture, well, maybe y'all need to come out quiet. But he saw, Mike McCarthy saw we was nervous. He felt the energy of the room and just said they go play through it. Totally different leadership. See, y'all thought I was gonna talk about X's and O's. No, this exit interview is real. Like, you gotta see, because what did he say? What did he say out his own mouth? He said, these playoff games come down to a couple of plays. So, Mike McCarthy, you talked about a couple of plays. They was loose for the first whole 2 series. That didn't make a difference. Y'all hear me? That didn't make a difference. Yeah, that made a difference. So, what is the culture of the Dallas Cowboys? That's the question they got to know. What is the culture? Like, are we a Penn State or are we Miami? Right? And when I say Miami, I'm talking about the great Miami days. I ain't talking about this Miami. I'm talking about when they was dogs, right? Because I was going to tell the story of Jimmy Johnson. I never finished it. But Jimmy Johnson got into it with the AD because the AD wanted, his guys to tone it down. And he was a white coach. So is Stoops. Them Stoops, because one of the Stoops brothers was my coach. Oh, they understand brother swag. They do understand our psychology, and they embraced it. I had some white coaches that didn't, but I had some that did. And I had the best times of my life with them coaches. Keeping it real. But Jimmy Johnson was getting into it with the AD at Miami because he said, I want you to get your guys to tone it down. We're happy that y'all winning national championships, but we want you to kind of do it more button up. Jimmy Johnson got up and said, man, you got me effed up. You want me to change my guys? He said, that's my competitive edge. He said, that swag is why we win in national championships, and got up and slammed the door. Boom. Jimmy Johnson also was a psych major. He understands psychology. He like, that's not my music. I don't get down to that. I don't kick it how they kick it, but it get them ready to play. It get them going. Yeah. So we just looking at some of the things that we really, as fans, need to really do exit interviews with our ass. Yeah, we got to really look at it. All right, so I'm gonna go to the next point. Y'all hear me out too, man, because I'm trying to give y'all the really real. I ain't giving you no fluff. I'm giving you the really real and the real. Okay, so y'all check this out, because we still talking about exit interviews, culture, and all that kind of stuff, because I think a lot of what we going through has a lot to do with also culture. So y'all check this out. This was from the final word yesterday. Listen to this.
This was supposed to be makeup for 2020, and you came in still doing that. And then once again, you have Terrence Steele, who's been busting his butt.
Hold on. We got somebody that said, I don't get it yet. Okay, Steve, this is what I'm breaking down. I'm gonna just say it quick. Mike McCarthy, and I'm gonna sum it up. Mike McCarthy came out today at his press conference, and he said he admitted that he saw that his team looked like they was nervous, but he didn't do nothing about it. He wanted them to play through it. I'm explaining the difference between how he handled it and the guys across the street that whooped our ass, and how they handled it. How they handled it is they had a plan, a real plan for those guys to come out and be loose, comfortable. You know, like, you not gonna see this big old gigantic boom box unless they came out like, hey, this is what get my guys going. That's what this whole thing is about. Because what we doing is we going through, just to catch everybody up that might have just walked in a little bit late, we talking about exit interviews, and we talking about the importance of really looking at the small things now, because the Dallas Cowboys don't have big problems. Right now, our small problems are getting in our way. It's little stuff like ego, favoritism, stuff like that, man. But stuff like that can be corrected if we focus on it. But if we treat it like it's no big deal, we go right back to the playoffs again with a good team and get smacked. Because it's not just about X's and O's. We covering everything right now. We gonna talk about X's and O's. We gonna talk about players. But right now we got to talk about everything that's involved with an exit interview. But listen to the final word. Listen to these dudes. I want y'all to really listen. Listen to this.
This was supposed to be makeup for 2020, and you came in still doing that. And then once again, you have Terrence Steele, who's been busting his butt. Get better and better and better and better, and that's what we wanted, right, folks?
Yep.
That's what we want. We want those type of players that y'all like. I've heard y'all say, get it from the mud. Terrence Steele was getting it from the mud. You feel me? And getting better and better and better. And even when people was talking about him, I said something about him. And he got better and better and better. And it was like, that's the kind of player you want, who don't listen to the outside, keeps his nose down and keeps working hard. Those are the people that should earn spots and keep spots, especially when it's producing on the field. It's not like he was working hard and the product wasn't showing on the field. Dallas was playing his best football when he was there. And so for you to take a man who's earned that spot and sit him down for somebody who has not earned anything, people from afar on the team, you don't think they look at that?
Yeah.
Everybody sits there and looks at that and says, same old thing. And just like you said, OC, you're cutting off the coaches. It's letting us know that when Mike McCarthy came over here, it proved what we thought was right, that you ain't running nothing. is still Jerry Jones. You're just here because you coached over with the Green Bay Packers and he think he can win a championship because he saw you win a Super Bowl over there. So I'm gonna bring you over here since you did over there. But guess what? I didn't hear about that, all that nest with it's always over here. So at the end of the day, fellas, it always comes down to the top, man. No matter what the players are. We had a team to win a Super Bowl this year. There's I don't care what nobody tell me this year. And you still fall short? That's gotta be.
Yeah. Let me see. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. See, Ali. Look at this. He say Shanahan benched Ayuk to start the season. He kept his running back just drafted and kept him inactive. Bruh. Ali, stay with. Ooh. Let me keep playing it. Cause see.
Be the top, man.
That is.
Let me sprinkle this in right quick.
Listen, y'all gonna have to let me get in too, dog. God, Lord, have mercy now.
It's hopscotch. It's hopscotch. Let me just say this.
That boy said hopscotch.
I jumped in. Now it's time for me to go right again. Let me just say this.
Go ahead, big dog.
I got off the phone with my brother, and we was talking about, politics within football, and he said one thing that his 49ers don't do is the politics part of it. He said the 49ers went out.
Y'all heard that? See, this is what I love about the podcast community. Man, we get to work, bro. All of us looking for answers. Every one of us. My boy Law say he called his brother, who was San Fran fan. Now, and we hate y'all, but what's the culture over there? Now listen.
Got Mohamed Sanu. Y'all remember him? He was supposed to be the third wide receiver, but they got this guy named Jawan Jennings. Y'all remember him? They call him Third Down Jennings because that's who Garoppolo liked to go to on third down. For 4 straight weeks, Jennings been eating. He's been owning that spot. Mohamed Sanu was perfectly healthy, but they said, you know what? You lost that spot, buddy. Hey, I don't care how much money you're making more than Jennings, but we're going to get Jennings on the field because they've been on this winning spree. They didn't want to touch it. And another part of it, I believe my guy, Big Game James, call him Josh Normal. You remember him?
Josh Norman.
Yeah.
He talking about Josh Norman.
He got his butt whooped. Hey, he was still signing to say, hey, how can I get out there on the field? No, these young bulls, these young guys has outplayed you and outperformed you. We're not putting you back out there.
Oh,
that's not happening in Dallas.
Wait.
I promise you my bottom dollar, but that's the story of a different day. I just had to put that out there for you guys to hear.
Okay. Bruh. Hold on, where my button?
Bruh.
Yeah. See, cause he right. Law and Big right. Now we talking, y'all make sure y'all follow them boys on their channels. It's Big Game James and Law Nation. Them boys go hard, man. For real. Because I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be all the way honest. When you producing, sometimes you miss stuff. I'm being honest. I missed it when he said it. You focused on making sure the show flowing. I went back and listened to it. I said, ooh, the boss was going hard. And it went right over my head. Until I listened to it, I said, I went to the next topic. I should have stayed right there. Because they was going hard. Because this got something to do with us, though. The culture of Dallas. The culture of Dallas still has, I'm going to tell you straight up, favoritism. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It does. And it's different than San Fran. I've been saying that same thing. I say San Fran has at least been to 2 Super Bowls because I noticed it for years with San Fran. They don't do that politics stuff that we do in Dallas. They play the best man. The best man is the real key to 6. Regardless of if you was drafted, regardless of if they paid you, regardless of if you just took them deep. Oh, let me tell you the best example. Because those was great examples. I'm gonna give you a better one. Because Big Game James and Law, they killed those examples. Those are current. But let me tell you one that was epic that would have never happened in Dallas. I'm talking about never. Do y'all remember Alex Smith taking them to 2 NFC championships? I do. And even after Alex Smith, who was a top 5 quarterback drafted, took them to 2 NFC championships, you know what San Fran did? They benched him for Kaepernick when they was 5-1. Oh my God. See, if it was Dallas, we would have had half of us fighting over that. Why they bench Alex Smith? Why they do that? He was a top 5 pick. He just took us to the NFC, because that's what we was doing with Lael Collins. That's exactly what we was doing. Instead of going to the film and saying, okay, forget my pride, forget all of the, who's really better? Because what's pissing me off right now people want to say, oh, Steele is better. Now, we needed that energy when we needed them boys on the field. Fuck all that boss and the OC was right. Man, we don't care about being right. It never was about being right. It was about the culture that it creates when you can see that a guy can earn a job. That ripples through the whole team. Some people ask, why was we flat? Why was we playing flat? I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of people hate politics. As good as Lael was, he was not better than Steele at right tackle. I can show you where Lael said that himself. If y'all gave me a second, I could pull it up and show you what Lael said when he first came back off that suspension. He said, I knew I wasn't going to start. He said, because I saw the continuity of the offensive line. He said, I knew I wasn't going to get my job back. But they gave it to him anyway. That's why Big Game James started with what he was talking about. That's why he started with that. And so we can't check Jerry. We can't check Jerry if we like that. How we gonna check Jerry if we got fucking favorites?
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
You can't, like, I know a lot of my people came in here and they was like, hey man, you need to get on Jerry ass. No, I need to get on our ass first. I'm talking about all of us, me too. Because if I get in my pride and I can't just say, you know what, you made a good case, you right. Then am I really in it to win, or am I in it for my brand? Am I in it for my reputation? Can I take a L publicly? Because y'all see me in the OC, we hit this button all day long. We hit that button all day long. We fight up in here. And a lot of people, they'll come in and they won't understand the culture of me and the OC. They don't understand how we are friends, but we will sit here all day and disagree passionately. But then, if I'm wrong, I say, yeah, OC, you was right. But we got to be like that. If we say our voice matter, we also got to learn how to unite our own voices. We can't get caught up and we can't act like what Jerry is. We can't say Jerry need to get his shit together if we ain't got ours together. So check this out. I'm going to show y'all something. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all something. This is real though. I'm telling y'all the truth, man. Cause this supposed. See, y'all check this out. My boy Foots the King. I don't really know Foots, but I see him, and he good. Foots cold, and Foots honest. That's what I'm starting to see, because I don't really know all the podcasters, but you see them from a distance. You know what I mean? And you learn certain people from a distance. And he put this out there on his Twitter. He said, it just hit me. Terrence Steele was Dallas' best tackle. Life comes at you fast. And then my boy Rome, he retweeted and was like, Boss and the OC been saying that. And I was like, God damn. Like it made me mad, because it was like I needed all of us on this. And I said, people thought the OC 100 and I was clout chasing when we said this week 7. That San Francisco ass whooping sent everybody to the film lab. Real Cowboy fans telling the truth now. Because he telling the truth. And that's big of Foots. Because whenever you step out on this is unpopular. You asking for it. Whenever you get into this debate, I don't know why. I have no idea, but it's certain players that's on this team that's treated like they Romo and Witten. Only the Cowboy fans fall so in love with certain players. Only we do that bullshit. Like, you can go to any thread and you gonna see somebody say, I think Romo should have been the quarterback in 2016. They still saying that. It's like, damn, bro, it's 2022. Let it go. But that's big. But see, like, I'm like, bruh, not to him, but to all of us. Some of it was true debate. I'm not saying all of us had to see this the same, but some of this was pride, man. Some of this was pride. And it wasn't just that debate. It's pride in a lot of different areas, to where when we get on the same page and we on one accord, we move the nation. Especially the podcast community. Like, when all of us, boy, if you want to see, boy, when we was all saying at the same time together, man, Cooper need them targets. Go look at Cooper targets the last 2 weeks when we all was saying it. I've never seen unity like that between the whole podcast community. We were sharing each other's content. We didn't give a damn who made it. We was like, this is true. Send it. But this is real. This is also an exit interview for us. This ain't about just slapping Jerry and slapping on Mike McCarthy. We also, because if our voice matter, what the hell did we do to either aid or hurt this season? Did you do nothing? Like, when you heard, because I'm seeing a lot of people say, oh, the OC and Boss, they been on that. Man, I don't care about that shit, man. I don't care about bragging on we was right. No, what we needed was, when it was hot on us, some people to say, you know what? I'm seeing it. And I see exactly what we didn't need like the pom-poms just to be in a chat. We needed people to share the content. We needed people to say, hey, these boys done did the film breakdown. Look at this. And I said myself, I apologize, because I was wrong. I openly said I was wrong. I said, when I started the season, I was saying over and over, La'el is better. La'el is better. But then 6 games passed, and I said, hold on. I don't just say shit without verifying. I drink measured Kool-Aid. Like, that's really what I really try to do.
It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring.
And what I did is I said, okay, I broke down the steal, pass pros, and run blocking. Let me go break down La'el. And when I broke it down, I said, you guilty of what you've been preaching. You've been preaching verify. You've been preaching don't trust nothing. And I was trusting the public and the loud echo chamber and rumors. I said, you did what you preached against, big dog. And I went to my channel and I said, listen, I apologize. I've been telling y'all that La'el was better. I was wrong. I apologize. And I showed everybody the film. Now, what was crazy is when I showed everybody the film that was there and I compared both of them, me and the OC, we did 2 long film breakdowns. We had 100% people that was in that. We said, okay, we did the comparison, both sides. Let me show you. I'm gonna show y'all where it's at. I'm gonna go to my channel. I'm gonna show y'all where it's at. I'm gonna go to my channel. I know, hey man, you know, I know this ain't professional to kind of slow down the presentation and just, but I do want to show you, man, like if I say verify, I'm gonna show you where it is. All right, I'm gonna show you exactly where it is. And I'm gonna show you, to me, the appropriate way to go about it to where you're not even influenced by us. All right, so hold on real quick. I'm on my channel real quick. Give me a second. All right, so I'm on my channel. I'm gonna show y'all where it is. So, okay, here it is. So it was the Terrence Steele versus La'el Collins all 22 comparison, right? So that's the one where we compared them on the pass pro. Then we did another one where we compared them on the running game. Okay, so, but the problem is the views on it was low as hell. 432 and 563. You know what that told me? A whole lot of people really didn't want to go see it. Because it was about being right over looking at the real evidence. A lot of people didn't even want to see it because they was already in love with their idea. The OC is in the house. What's up, big dog?
What's up, big brother almighty, the boss cowboy of the most, boss cowboys highest. It's the OC checking in. Hashtag straight business.
Straight business. Hey man, listen, you came in right on time, bro. We over here talking about, you know, we was talking about exit interviews. Can you talk about exit interviews, you know what I'm saying, and what they mean? Because see, you didn't even know that I was going to do this. I just want you to talk about, from your consulting background, exit interviews and what they mean.
Yeah, exit interviews are really straightforward. It means that, you know, 2 things have happened. As far as football, hey, I'm letting you know your report card. Basically is what it is. I'm letting you know what I thought about your performance, how you did, what you need to do in the off season, or where we're going with you, with or without you, and then get feedback about how the team was, how the season went. Now, from a corporate environment, it's typically once you have resigned from a position, and you're moving on. So when you resign from a position, they want to know and get feedback and get the skinny, get the lowdown, get the TMZ gossip about exactly what happened with your boss and that dynamic, exactly what happened with your views and philosophies versus the company's views and philosophies, and to try to get some feedback to try to improve or to make changes where they need to.
Yeah. So we was talking about just catching you up. Just catching you up. We talking about, you know, the exit interview of Mike McCarthy, and we was talking about some of the things. I'm gonna catch you up. I want to get your opinion on this, and I want to get your straight business. All right, because that's the new thing we saying with the OC, man. Listen, man, we got somebody that's dropping some freaky stuff in the chat on YouTube. Moderators, can y'all delete that, please? And if you want to be a moderator, let me know, and then I'll make you a moderator so you can delete that out. But anyway, one of the things Mike McCarthy talked about, OC, is he said that he saw that the team was nervous, right? And he did nothing though. He just let them play through it. And he said it took them a couple of series to get through it. What I did, OC, right, is I showed the difference between how he handled it and how San Fran handled it. And I showed how they obviously had a plan to keep their guys fresh. You know what I mean? Loose. We know this as players. When you go into, because me and him played in LSU, that's one of the most hostile places you will ever play. Smart coaches know how to make big moments feel normal. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, man. I mean, so what you happen to see is that these guys, they coming out dancing, to the latest trap song with they swagger and all that stuff. And it comes from the top down, right? They dancing for about 2 or 3 minutes, man. In our stadium, by the way. That's our stadium. That's not their stadium. And the guy, the assistant coach with a boom box on his shoulder,
bro,
you might as well have a big gold chain. Man. You know what I mean? Like Kumo D used to wear. Let them know that we cool, we the stuff. It's all about attitude and mentality. It's about how good you feel going into a game. And that your mindset is that we here to tear it up, we're here to put it down, and we gonna come in your place and take your cookies, put our feet up on your nice expensive couch, and not even say a word or ask for permission. So that's exactly what they did, man. They came and they jumped out on us early. They jumped out early, man, and it was because of mentality. Now, conversely, when you talk about Mike McCarthy and you talk about the passive approach or the non-interactive approach, it allows people to sort through problems themselves. And when you go into a do or die game, you don't want people sorting through problems themselves. You want to be the beacon of hope and light. We used to have a coach back in the day when I was in high school, Boss Cowboy. His name was Coach Galladay. He's passed on. When he walked into the locker room before the game, and he played in the NFL too, he's a former cornerback. Right. And he said, hey, all y'all look scared. I can smell your fear. I don't like it. He will walk by all of us and he would hit us in the chest. Bam, bam, bam. Hit us in our chest. He said, you know what I did? I took all your fear. I took all your fear. Give me your fear. And so now you can go play ball. You don't have to be afraid because I just took all your fear. We need that, Boss Cowboy.
We need that. We do. And see, I ain't gonna show it again, but I showed the video after the Denver game. I warned. I said we was flat. And I said what I want to see going forward is a plan when we flat. Who are your leaders? Who are your guys that you assign to turn over the tables, to get people going? You know what I mean? Because we always act like everything is X's and O's. Everything is, oh, you just need to do this. Something is that extra bit of motivation.
It's mental. This game is 85% mental. If you in the NFL, physically you can play. If you in the NFL, man, physically you one of the best in the world. You can play. You got the skills. You got the resume. You was one of the best or the best at your college, man. That's how you got where you are. So what's the separators when you get on the highest level, Boss Cowboy?
It's little things.
It's prep and it's mentality, man.
Right.
I'll give you those 2 things.
And see, I don't want to make people think we just talking about the pregame is everything. It ain't just pregame. It's also when you flat in the game.
Absolutely.
Because see, if you go watch the old Super Bowls from Bill Belichick, go listen to him when he mic'd up. You hear him always talking about momentum. You always hear him talking about it. He'll always say something like, hey man, we need a trick play right here, man. Our guys are flat. We got to get these going. We got to change the momentum.
Yes. And the greatest, and see, don't see on straight business. I'm telling y'all, the whole offseason, man, we on straight business. Hashtag straight business.
Straight business.
I'll have a shirts ready in a week or so, man. I'll look into that today. So look, here's
Hold on real quick, OC. Special K, I did make you a moderator, bro. Let me know if you're a moderator, because then, we gonna keep that going forward, Special. But go ahead, OC. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so one of the best business coaches in the world, John Maxwell, he wrote a book and he wrote about what a business, a company, a group needs to achieve ultimate success, right? And he has 5 steps. And the second step is called momentum. It's called momentum. And it's called when a team catches momentum, it makes everything easier. When you're a team and you don't have momentum, it's a slow and hard grind to get up the hill. Everything is slow. Everything is hard. Everything is tough, right? And that's what you saw with the Cowboys, a team that had no momentum, no real momentum and the confidence they needed in that playoff game. And so all the yards were tough. All the plays were hard. You got down early. Then you have a great series. You abandon what you did in that great series, right? You lose momentum again. Everything is rough. Everything is hard. And so the value of momentum is the mentality and the implementation of a philosophy that we could win and that we are the better team. And so San Francisco came in with momentum on that huge comeback victory over the LA Rams. They came back from 17 down. And so they came in fully convinced, right? Fully convinced that they were the better team and they could beat the Cowboys.
I want to also pivot to the second point that I was talking about, which happened from the final word yesterday, which was also culture of favoritism, right? And we were showing the examples how San Fran play no games when it come down to the better person. Like he talked about, like, think about it. Would we sign a receiver for more money and then play a rookie?
Not the Cowboys of today. No.
No. Yeah, so I wanted to get your thoughts on it, and then we'll be all the way caught up, and then I'll take some calls. I want to get your thoughts on, that in turn, because this whole thing that we doing this week is exit interviews, and what this is doing is this is also giving a chance to look back at things we can do better, so that next year, if they make these changes, we should be better.
Yeah, I think that, when you look at this thing, Boss Cowboy, the reality of it is that you have fair bias. So what it is, it's the illusion of being fair, but it's bias.
Oh, God, talk.
That's the culture of the Cowboys. It's my fair bias, right? And so you can craft and you can put dressing and you can put candles and you can say, here, this is a beautiful cake, but underneath that cake is a pile of crap, because of the fact that at the end of the day, you have a hierarchy with the Cowboys, right? This is a good old boy culture. And the Cowboys have always pretty much, for the most part, besides Jimmy Johnson, been a good old boy culture.
Yep.
And so we're going to go with our guys. See, if I'm an owner, here's the real deal when it comes to the game of football, because this is straight business. I don't have a guy. My guy is the guy that's playing well. My guy is the guy that can help us win the game. My guy is the guy that can make plays. My guy is the guy that can lead men. My guy is the guy that can inspire his teammates. My guy is the guy that can make tackles. My guy is the guy that can make blocks. My guy is the guy that can score touchdowns. That's who my guy is. You see, I don't care what his name is. Hey, I don't care what his name is. So when you have a Terrence Steele outplay a guy that has a $50 million contract, and then as soon as that guy comes in, whether he's in shape or out of shape, you put him right back on the bench. That's a part of the cancerous problem with the organization.
Right.
When you have rookies outplaying veterans and you still rotate the veterans, trying to give them some reps, well, that's favoritism in the organization. Osa and Duke, I ain't even trying to pronounce his last name, Osa. Osa outplayed most of the veterans. Osa outplayed most of the veteran line. Straight up. Am I lying about it?
No, you not.
And he's rotating. Look, hey, you better ride that you. He should have got majority of the D tackle snaps. Straight up. So did Micah Parsons, and I know why we did it, because we had to do it. We had too many injuries at linebacker to rush Micah Parsons full time, so I'm okay with that. But you had several people outplay people. You had Kennedy. Outplay several of the DBs that got reps in the preseason, and he didn't get his chance. He didn't get his fair shake in the regular season, and we were there. We saw Ford Center. We saw the interceptions. We saw the preseason games. We saw him make play after play after play after play. He never got a chance. That's a part of your problem.
Yeah.
The best man wins, man, and that's
The
how
best man
that's the
wins
culture.
6.
That's it. The best man wins 6. That's the culture the Cowboys need to incorporate if they ever get off this 26-year drought of one and done or not going far in the playoffs. Straight business.
All right, man.
And to your point, I see the comment. Let me address this comment. Yeah, it only matters if winning matters more than profit. Yeah, and that's the thing. The Cowboys have become content. We won our 3. We've become content at being a marketing, a mega media engine, which the Cowboys have successfully accomplished. So at the end of the day, and I said it on the final word, it comes down to ultimately what are the priorities? Are the priorities to keep our brand and to keep our name in the limelight? Because, you're doing a fantastic job doing that with all the controversy and the heartbreaking losses. But is the mentality to really go for a 6th Super Bowl? Right? And if that's the mentality, then you make changes and the best men win 6.
And see, I'm going to say this. See, to some people, I'm going to be honest, to some people, admitting they wrong is hard as hell. For some people, they just can't, they just can't do it. It's so hard for them to do it. But see, I talked to my boy Big Game James, right? And so this is how we go about it. And this is our thinking on it. Everybody got different thinking on it. But we talked about this 2 years ago. I said, bro, it's better to admit you wrong fast when you see you wrong, because then you don't get all these people in the chat that be happy to see you wrong because you a know-it-all. You know what I mean? When you always acting like you know everything, people celebrate when you get it wrong. So we don't go through that in our chats because we admit, you know what I mean? We say, bro, like, how many people have shows to where they ate crow?
Nobody. Except for Boss Cowboy Sports.
Yeah. Because actually developing a habit of admitting when you got it wrong is the real key to getting it right.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. But, there's a passage, and, I've been preaching lately, but the passage of agree with your adversary quickly while you're in the way with him, that means that, man, if somebody is coming against you and you wrong and you can make it right, do it quick.
Yeah.
Because let me make it more simple for most people. Let me back off that and make it even simpler. Look, nobody can chase you if you're not running. So do y'all remember the steroid epidemic that happened in Major League Baseball, where all these baseball players were getting busted for using steroids?
Yeah.
If you're a sports fan, you remember that, right? And I'm going to use an analogy that'll help people kind of get this. It was a handful of players that came out and said, you know what? I did it. I was wrong. I'm sorry. And guess what? After a couple weeks, Boss Cowboy, their names was out of the media. Their names was out of the media, but it was all those players who said, "No, I never did it. I never did it. I never did it. I never did it. Nope, it's not me. I never did it. You clearly busted. It hit big news, bro. You're clearly busted. They clearly know all the people that did it. It was all those people, Boss Cowboy, that had to testify in front of Congress, that got fines, that got suspended. It was all those people. So if you're wrong, own your wrong. And let's just keep it pushing forward because it's that thing that twists the public narrative, that allows the Cowboys to get away with all those shenanigans that they try to pull on the favoritism of who should not be playing. When if you got any type of eye, you don't even have to have a trained eye. You don't even have to know as much as Boss Cowboy or OC. You just can look.
Just look. Just look.
So, man, it is what it is, man.
It is what it is. But that's why we doing this. Because, like I was saying, it's not about just doing an exit interview with the team. It's also about strengthening us. Like, strengthening us as a fan base. Like, talking about the pride that we have. Because, OC, you got a lot of pride, because I done gave you so many L's in debates, bro. I know you don't like taking them L's, my dog. I know you don't like taking them L's from your boy. I be giving you them L's, bro, and I know you hate it. But I just love how you just so humbly swallow it.
You know what, man? I'm gonna take an L when the chat is against me, bro. I'm gonna take it honest. I'm like, okay, the chat is spoken. The chat is spoken. Sometimes you said give L's, and that's true. That's what you like to do. Give them, give them.
Oh yeah, I give L's with no mercy. I smack somebody, man, when it comes to these Dallas Cowboys with no mercy. I'm for real. But see, some people take me wrong. Like it's. I'm what they call assertive. But see, assertive looks like it's aggressive. See, I don't mind challenging anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody was like, man, I saw you debating Bron Broaddus. I don't give a damn. You was debating Kavanaugh. It's like, yeah, I don't give a, I don't care, bro. Like, say, we are proudly independent, bro. Like, I'm not trying to get a job with them cats. I'm not.
We work, have our own businesses, man. We ain't on nobody's payroll, but
yeah,
so it's
I
just
only want the truth.
Yeah,
so I ain't gotta kiss no ass. You know what I'm saying? So, but excuse me for cursing. I don't have to kiss no behind. You know what I mean? And people look at us like, bro, why would you kiss rings? I'm a grown man too. Like, say, and it's not a disrespect to them. It's just, if I really know I've done the work, I also can push for the ideas that I really feel like make us better. And I don't got to take no backseat to nobody. Nor should you. That's it. You know, hey, let's take some calls, big dog. Let's get on these. Let's get on this horn, dog. We got the call line open. So we've been talking about. Hold on, real quick. That boy said we need to debate Fish because he's on the Kellen train. What you mean he on the Kellen train? Explain that. I want to understand the Kellen train. I really do. I want to really understand what is that. All right, we got the call.
Yeah, what is the Kellen train?
Yeah, I want to know what that is. What is that? Like, hold on real quick. They asking me to update. Hold on the phone. Y'all give me a second. I'm updating the phone. OC, what was you saying, big dog? You know, I want
to know. I don't want to speak too soon. I really want to know what the Kellen train is before I really speak on it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to jump the gun. I want to just hear what is the Kellen train, please. Please,
no,
please.
We got somebody on the phone now, though. OC.
Okay.
Boss Cowboy Sports, your voice matter.
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Man, I don't know how you do it every time, Coach. How do you do it?
Man, hey, I had to get on today. And I'm about to throw a point out there to y'all, and y'all may not see it. Y'all may disagree with it.
All right.
But the whole point of that snippet that you put of Mike McCarthy, and I'm gonna say this and to start with, Mike McCarthy has just lost this football team and these men, and he may never get them back. As a coach, yes, if he felt with some nervousness, that's something he keep in the house and he correct and he fix. But you never put out to the public, and as you almost what you did to your football team, you threw them under the bus and said, okay, they were scared. You didn't say we didn't do a good job of getting our guys ready. You didn't say that we didn't do a good job of getting our guys in better situations to get them into the game. You said nervousness. A leader of men never shows fear and show people that his team has fear. I've been saying this for the longest. This guy, and that, you know something? We talked about softness. That's what we call a soft statement of fear. This game plan, as OC just documented, we had a good series, we go away from it. in big games, you do what San Francisco did. They started out physical. You played it finesse from the beginning with a team that you may have thought had some nervousness. You didn't get them into the game. You played it soft. But you didn't say that we didn't do a good job of getting them in the game. You said I detected some nervousness for my players. You have just lost these guys, because if these guys, let's say these guys are upset about guys that should have been playing that's not playing, guys that should have been getting time. Now you put the emphasis on, oh, we was nervous, we was scared. But you didn't put the emphasis on the real problems of not getting the balls to your dogs. Tony Pollard getting 4 carries.
He did talk about that, Coach. He did.
But I know he talked about it, but you led off. You led off.
Then that part he
detecting
did.
some nervousness.
Yeah,
because
doing
when you
that part.
The question.
Yeah, doing that part.
That
he
right
did.
there. That I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask y'all guys. Y'all play football now, and I play football too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If your coach go out in the public and tell everybody that you were scared, what is that gonna help you in the coming years? Is that gonna always be a mantra now that we nervous?
It's real.
You just put that on. You could have kept that in your head and kept that in house.
Hold on, Coach. And see, that's what I be talking about. I say when Mike McCarthy start talking, he just let it out.
He is not. I'm gonna say this now, and I'm going on record on this.
Oh.
You can get all the talent you want to get in Dallas. If you don't get a quality leader of men that's going to be across the board, play the best guy, but he's a leader of men and be straight, you will always come up short in the biggest stages.
Yeah.
Because you are a reflection of your coaching
leader.
staff. I said it again, boss. I told you this. The last thing that Aaron Rodgers said that he wanted to get, the reason why him and Mike McCarthy fell apart is because he said Mike McCarthy football IQ is low and he is soft. And I don't think he lied, because football IQ don't run the ball with 14 seconds to go and call it a good play. So we see that we can talk about this, but you just threw your starting thing about why we didn't get in the game. Get in the game. You threw your team under the bus. You didn't say that we didn't do a good job of getting our team together and getting ready. You say you detect the nervousness from your team.
He did say that. Yeah.
You just called them scared. You just told the NFL that the Cowboy players were scared.
Because they was scared.
Well, you could have kept that in the house. You don't tell the public that.
I ain't gonna say scared.
Because the
scared
guys
might
that
be too
wasn't scared,
hard.
you just made everybody look like they were scared.
Hold on real quick. Not scared, but for sure, flat on offense. That was for sure.
You could have said flat.
Yeah, flat. They was
You said
flat.
nervous.
They was for sure flat.
There's a difference between flat and nervous.
Yeah, I feel that, Coach. Let me address that.
That is a big difference between we were flat, but you said nervous.
Yeah, Coach. Okay, let me be a devil's advocate, because he did try to recant that statement.
You can't recant it when you let it go.
He can't pull out of a. Hold on, Coach. Hold on.
When you let that word go, you know this about anything, boss. Once you say it, it's already out there, and it's gonna haunt this team every time they play someone. people going, and it's going to come up again when people say, are they prepared?
Yeah.
Can they handle the moment?
Yeah. Coach.
You made your big dogs look. So the ones your big dogs that didn't have a good game, or you didn't target them for them to have a good game, the mantra now is they was nervous.
Oh, hey, Coach, let me address that, and we're gonna take a couple of more calls. But
I want to hear what you're saying about that.
Yeah, we got you.
All right.
We going right into that big. Yeah, that was Coach Marv, OC. So you, dog.
Yeah, man. Well, here's the thing. And let me just start from the top and work my way down. Whether your team is flat or scared, it's a reflection of the prep and you preparing that team to play in a big moment. And I believe that it started earlier in the season with the Cowboys' inability and the internal confidence of the coaching staff. So it's not just players that need confidence, Boss Cowboys. It's also the coaches. The coaches need to know that my dogs are going to show up and we can figure out how to win a tough game. And the Cowboys didn't win any tough games that were against top teams that we were expected to win against, right? And I'm not saying anything about the Charger victory earlier. I'm talking about Kansas City, Denver. I'm talking about the later season losses. I'm talking about Tampa Bay earlier. So when you as a coach don't exude confidence, your team doesn't exude confidence. If you are too even-keeled and you don't have any ability to scale up your talk, your tone, your tempo, your pace, then your team operates on an even-keel level just like you. Furthermore, taking it a step down, you got a young team, man. You played a lot of rookies. Of course, these guys are not used to being in this stage in the playoffs in this moment, man. Of course they're not. These guys were playing in the Peach Bowl, getting ready for the combine this time last year. So of course, man, you're gonna have some of that. But it also speaks to the internal leadership of those that should be leaders stepping up and being willing to be leaders. So the point, Boss Cowboy, it's a systemic issue, and it doesn't matter who you kind of defer to a little bit if you're the head coach, because you kind of like in a small, subtle way pointing fingers at your team, but the fingers come right back to you because you're the head coach. What you got on that, boss?
A lot, but I'm gonna be quick and take another call.
Yep.
I think we looking at systemic problems in the Cowboys. The good news is all of us catching up to it. Like the term Trojan horse is catching on to where people seeing what Kellen Moore really is. You know what I mean? And it's a whole lot of reasons that offense was flat. And the dysfunctions that was happening on that offensive line, I don't think a lot of people really putting it together. Because I'm a show we're filming. And Jerry said this, I'm gonna play it. Y'all already know I'm gonna play it. What Jerry said, it was filming, OC, that was rocking for steel. And see, all you gotta do is go look at filming when he was at Hard Knocks and you would tell why. He's a kind of conservative guy. He's a guy that don't like nonsense. Remember, he fired Ocho Cinco on Hard Knocks, one of his best receivers, because he was a distraction. But people like to say Steele was favored. No, some men just like reliable people. Some people just like people that show up to work and work hard, that you can count on. That's not gonna ask no questions. When you say, oh, you want me to play left? Yes, sir. Oh, this guy just hurt his hip. I need to play? Yes, sir. Hey, I need you to put on 15 pounds of muscle this offseason so that you can potentially be ready if you got to play again. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm gonna put you one-on-one against Bosa. Yes, sir. I'm gonna put you one-on-one against Judon, the sack leader. Yes, sir. But then we called him favorite. No, that's not favorite. I said this on the Final Word yesterday. You can only see favor from people that act bad. Because people, when they act good, you actually getting what you're supposed to get. You getting rewarded. So the person that was favored was like, hell. And so right. I'm saying all that to say this. When you over here like, and you filming, and you like, I thought I was the offensive line coach. I thought I was the guy day in and day out with these guys. I thought I was the guy that was in charge of saying who go, and then you get overrode.
By who?
You know that came from front office.
Exactly.
You know that came from front office because you know, exactly. Bro. You know I got all day words chronicled. I'm organized. I can show it now, but I ain't gonna do it. It's too much content all at once. But yeah, this happened. Mike McCarthy came out and said, I started Steele and McGovern because of play and consistency that got overrode. That ripples through your whole front office, of course. And that's why we was talking about the coach of San Fran versus us. You would
the culture of...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, boss.
You would never, ever, ever in Dallas have a first-round quarterback drafted in the top 5, go to 2 NFC championships and get benched for this unnamed second-round quarterback like San Fran did. Never. So, yeah, I think it's all of that. I think it's, and see, I'm going to say this and then you got it, OC, and then we'll take one more call, bro.
Cool.
Jerry, when you snuck in that Trojan horse, you lost your team. You lost your team. You lost your team with Kellen Moore because everybody is watching their head coach with an inability to make any changes as the guy that was put in place that he got to lead messes it up. He literally said today, oh yeah, it was some under targeting some of our key guys. McCarthy said that. He said Pollard didn't get enough touches and other key guys. Shots fired at Kellen Moore. But what can you do?
Well, you know, one thing that a wise business person told me is never hire a person. Don't trust them to do the job that you hired them to do. If you hire somebody, then allow them the bandwidth, allow them the space to do the job that you hired them to do. The problem is, you know, the problem with the Joneses is the problem with some people in life. And I could take this a lot of ways, boss, but I'm gonna edit myself because I really want to take it a certain way. I'm gonna edit myself. But
hold on real quick. Hold on. Go ahead, brother. Preach it. It's in your soul, Doc. Preach it,
it's really a problem why some of us can't achieve certain goals in life, or we got bad relationships because, like, there's a difference between fantasy world and reality. See, you can have a fantasy of being a top draft pick and running a 4.3, but if you 6 foot and you 320 pounds, that's exactly what it is, man. It's fantasy. See, the Joneses are been successful in one area, and so success becomes your enemy. When you become real successful on a certain area, you can drink your own Kool-Aid, boss cowboy, and you can begin to think that you can be great at anything. And so Jerry has never let go of this whimsical fantasy of him running a football team and making the decisions that were critical to causing the team to be successful. It's fantasy. It's fantasy. And it's a lack of self-awareness. And it's an ego that causes you not to have the self-awareness that you need to have. But I think on some levels, I'm going to tone that down a little bit, that he is aware. He is, because he said, hey, if I was working for me, I'll fire me. But because it's me, I'm not going to fire me. Well, you need to sit yourself down on certain aspects of the organization. And until you and Stephen Jones fully do, you can't do everything. Nobody can do everything in an organization. Run the team. Don't influence the way you've been influencing. And until that stops, the Cowboys are going to be trapped, Boss Cowboys. Straight business. The Cowboys are going to be trapped until the meddling, right? The meddling, stay out of grown folks' business, right?
Straight
Play
business.
your role. Straight business. Play your role. Okay, play your role, right? You're not giving Terrence Steele and lining him up as an X receiver and say beat a DB down the field. He there to block. We all have certain roles, and that's the problem. It's this whimsical fantasy and this allurement of being more than what you already are, and you're at the top of what most people think will be envious of the position you are in life. It's fantasy.
Can I piggyback on what you said?
Yeah.
In a different way?
Yeah.
See, I've been thinking about this, bro. Because me and you, we always trying to think about solutions, but you can't see solutions unless you can see problems. Some people can't see these problems. We can see these problems. So I'm gonna say this. When I look at the patience of Jerry Jones, when he's not meddling, he has low patience. But if he's allowed to meddle, he has the patience of God. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah.
True.
What I mean is, that's why he loved Jason Garrett. He loved Jason Garrett because Jason Garrett gave him the ability to meddle.
It's like his guilty pleasure. It's a guilty pleasure.
Right.
He knows in the party shit. He knows, like, ooh, I don't really know football. Ooh, I'm gonna call a play. Ooh,
but
grab this.
With this guy, I can also be coach, GM, and owner. See, because let's be honest, Mike McCarthy beat the dog snot and humbled our organization for years. So, for years. So, if the OC smashed me, dogged me, dunked me, lifted more weights than me, got more ladies than me, got a bigger car than me, got a better kids than me, I should go to the OC and say, bruh, how do I do what you do? But see, I'm a damn fool. After the OC got better cars than me, a better business than me, better kids than mine, right? Better wife than mine, better, whatever. I'm just naming stuff.
Right.
And then I go to him and say, OC, what you need to do is this. What? No, I hired you because you dogged the snot out of me. You won a Super Bowl in my house. The biggest fourth quarter comeback was with Matt Flynn versus Romo. And you got the nerve to say, Mike McCarthy, you would be perfect if I insert Kellen Moore into you. He didn't need Kellen Moore. His resume was already way better than this rookie minion. He didn't need no new coach to season was already cooked. We gonna make you perfect with Kellen Moore. Man. All right. You had something on that, big dog?
Yeah, man. And look, man, see, some so I don't want to go too far. No, I'm gonna say this because it's gonna make everybody get it. All right, we may go viral a little more.
Oh no.
See, some men like prostitutes.
Okay.
And they don't like women. You see, prostitutes, you know, and it's just true. And I'm not vouching for that lifestyle. But I'm saying that some people prefer to just pay people that they can do certain tasks, right? They don't want to marry and partner with people that are competent and that will have a voice. See, I just want to prostitute you. So I'll pay you a lot of money to pimp you. I'll pay you a lot of money for maximum control and have you do the task I want you to do underneath my terms, even if my terms are wrong. But I don't want to marry a partner. I don't want to partner with an equal mind. I don't want to give away any power or any say. So I won't get a Bill Cowher. I can't last too long with a Bill Parcells. I won't put Jimmy Johnson in the ring of honor. I would never ever try to back up the Brinks truck to a guy like Bill Belichick, although he'll fix his organization in a year. We'll probably be in the Super Bowl in a year just based on his method. So, no. I won't go try to get a Tomlin away from the Steelers.
Oh my!
I'll get something I can control. I'll get something I can pimp. I'll get something I can pay and have my pleasure, and I can discard you when I choose to, versus partnering and giving up power with a wife, with a partner that can bring value, that can build the house.
God damn.
That is the issue.
Ooh. Man, I gotta take a call, bro. I can't keep going. God, OC. Hold on real quick. The OC. Boy, that metaphor was real. All right, we got the call lines open. God.
Straight business.
Straight. Ooh, y'all don't want this. Who is this 2022 OC? Boy, this new OC, man, he going in. God, y'all better get in line. Get in line. Hold on real quick, man. I'm trying. Man, my phones. But y'all better stop tripping. Hold on, what's up with my phones, man? Give me a second. Oh, man. OC, you done got my phones broke and everything, bro. My phones not even working no more. You done broke the phones with that, bro. Free. I'm clicking on my phone. It is not coming on. Dang,
just put hashtag straight business in the chat. Hashtag God, straight business. If you want real filtered content.
I know people ready to. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'm tripping. Here it is. All right. They're the phones. We got them going. Whoo.
If you want that real, put hashtag straight business, because that's straight what the OC's bringing. I'm bringing it in 2022. No more Mr. Nice Guy, because you know what? Mr. Nice Guy don't solve problems. It don't fix nothing.
That's true. Yeah.
You just gotta sometimes get to the nitty gritty, man. Take care of business.
Yeah. Let me do it again, man. So, God, I'll say you. That metaphor was so. God, man, dog. I'm stuck on that metaphor. I'm over here like, cause it's real. You know, you do got a partner with a wife. You ain't gonna be able to dictate how you want it, and you know what I'm saying? Boy, you kill that. Oh man, listen, y'all. I don't know what's up with these phones.
But I'm gonna, until you get the phones ready, I'm gonna expand even a little bit more on this, because
you gonna spend some more. I don't know if I can handle it.
Yoga fire.
I'm going to expand some more, because this can be the plight of powerful people. The plight of powerful people is the inability to partner with others, not to dominate. Because it's successful, since the psychology of a man, in psychology of leaders, in psychology of people that have been real successful. People that have been real successful prefer to be king at times versus being successful, because they're used to dominating, they're used to being king. I had a mentor tell me this in some continuing education class I did, and he said, "Hey, look, In certain businesses, you got to make a decision. You can be king or you can be rich. Which one do you want to do? You can live a real good life, make real good money, and you can say, I'm the man, and you can be king. You can have 3 Super Bowl rings and say, I'm the king. Look at me, I'm the king. But if you want to be rich, you want to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Super Bowl champions. Now you got a partner. Now you can't be king. Now you have to distribute the power to be successful. And in any organization that is highly efficient and successful, there is a proper distribution of power. And without that, what you have with your offensive line coach, with your head coach, and we haven't talked to all the coaches, Boss Cowboy. It's with other coaches too. I guarantee you, it's not just with 2 coaches. You have an emasculation and a prostitution of the talent and the worth of these men that you hire to do a job that you will not let them do. And your calling card is that I'm the boss, I pay you, do what I say.
Straight business. Oh, listen, y'all, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to my phones. I've been clicking on it constantly because I know y'all trying to get in. Man, them phones was lit up, bro. Hey.
Just pick one and call them back, man. Pick one and call them back.
It's not even, the app not even opening up, bro. It's just, I would probably have to restart this whole computer, and then that would crash the show, which I can't do. But anyway,
right.
We'll just conclude, man. I'll say this. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying if it's a question or a comment, man, write it in the chat because the phones are messed up and we'll address it. So if you got something pressing, we'll try to take a couple of them. Just put your thoughts or comments or what you want to talk about or say in the chat. And then we'll try to address it. You know, just a few of them, not all of them, but we'll address a few of them before we get out of here.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, somebody want to give you that yoga flame, big dog.
Yoga fire.
Salute.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because you been killing it, OC. Oh, this new OC, I don't know who this dude is, man. This dude is straight business for real. God, I hate the phones off, bro. God, don't. Ah, man. All right. I'll say this, though. We are very serious at Boss Cowboy Sports about ideas. We are. That's one of the things that was frustrating us the most when we was going through that debate between, you know, Steele and Lyle, because what really frustrated me is a lot of people treated like we was clout chasing and like we was just trying to get a name or something. It's like, nah, bro, we dead serious about these ideas that's gonna improve us. We dead serious, you know? So it's one of those things, y'all continue to rock with us, because this is just number one. This is just dealing with Mike McCarthy, man, and his press conference. We got we go break down all these coaches. That's why we got Doug right there, who I want gone. I want Doug out of here. And we go talk about that during the exit interview. The reasons why I want him out of here for my quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I saw Patrick Walker put out there today. OC, we need to talk about that article. He put a fire article out, and guess what he talked about? The babies that got away with the bath water. And he named them Colombo, Kittner, and Brown. We said that a long time ago, bruh. We said that when they fired them. We said, hold on, y'all. Don't be so happy for these new coaches, because some of them that got let go shouldn't have been let go. It was nothing wrong with our running backs coach. Obviously, he had cancer, so the timing, he did need to rest his body, and all that kind of stuff. But I need to go look him up. If he's healthy and he beat it, get him back. Get him back.
Yeah.
But I can't really knock Coach Pete either. Them running backs did pretty good under Coach Pete.
They did.
So
They did.
But Kittner,
Coach Pete can't make them give him the ball. That's the problem.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So we gonna be talking about all of that, because this is our time to do our exit interviews as fans. Then we go start talking about free agents and draft and all of that. But we first, and I think it's appropriate, OC, that we started with culture. Because if we don't, we just bull crapping. You know what I'm saying? We just, X's and O's is not gonna fix this. We got to together call out this culture and this Trojan
mindset,
horse.
Man.
Yeah.
Mindset.
He said there's only one coach that's suited to change this culture, and that's Sean Payton. Maybe not even him, bro. Maybe not even him. Just being honest, because you got to get out the way. You can't.
Right. That's the problem. That's the problem right there, man. That's the problem.
That's the problem. See, because then we'll get Sean Payton and be like, Sean Payton, we like you, but we gonna give you Kellen Moore. Then you don't got the super play call of Sean Payton.
Right.
You just neutered the head coach. Then you got him out there lying. When I saw Kellen Moore, I was like, I want him to be the OC. So why you bring in all these consultants?
Because you were insulating your risk. That's what you was doing. You was trying to be smart and insulating your risk, hedging your bets. That's why you hired McAdoo, and the OC said, and that's why you need to follow Boss Cowboy Sports. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Don't forget to turn on your bell notification icon so you get the latest and greatest in Cowboys content and news. Hey, listen, I said that months ago when they hired McAdoo. I said he's hedging his bet, he's hedging his risk, he's getting in a guy in case things don't work out with Kellen Moore.
Say, we got Law in the building. What's up, OG? So
what's up, Law?
Sky in the building too. So we got Sky, we got Law, we got all the homies, man. You know what I'm saying? These super chats rolling in.
Salute.
With these questions. He said Jerry issues he wants to be Mike to train more, to take his job so he can say his hand picked the right choice. Yup. Then we got another super chat from Coach Marv, and he said straight business. Stephen Jones is the biggest problem. Mike McCarthy is not. One. Facts. What's your thoughts on that?
Man, again, I've said this months ago, and you know what? It's straight business. The OC is not going to pull any punches with you. It's a very dangerous thing when you have a son that's taking over a business, because at times he's trying to prove he's tough and he's smart and he's better than his daddy. And he's as good as his daddy. Right. And psychologically, that can cause him to be a control freak and make bad decisions. And I think in terms of the control of some of the people in the organization and having his hands on certain things, it is bad for the Cowboys. I will give him credit for being a good budgeter. He is a good budgeter. At times, I disagree. Yeah, I disagree with him on his spending in terms of free agency getting a key defensive tackle. That would have helped us a lot. But overall, he's done a good map. What I'm saying is play your role, know your strengths, okay? And going back to a previous point, when you hire somebody, give them the bandwidth to do their job. I think that if you meddle too much in aspects of the organization that you have competent people, you hurt your organization. That's what I think, and that's what I see as a problem from the top down with the Cowboys.
Facts. So, listen, y'all stay with us. We also got tomorrow, we got Rome coming and Okoye on the final word. We doing another final word again. And it makes sense. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to make that OC. I don't mean to sneak that on you. You know, I tell you about that.
Yeah, you sneak them a lot. You sneak them a lot, bro. It's okay.
Hey, man, you can't say, listen, bro. I talked to Koya, I talked to Ron, bro. Listen, bro, when them dudes come together, all of us, it's fire shows. It's fire shows, bro. And the reason why I want, obviously, all of those guys with Big Game James, because this is the conclusion of the season. And, you know, I'm going to be reaching out to all the podcast community that I'm cool with to get them on the final words. So I'm telling you now, you know what I mean? So I'm just letting you know. Y'all get ready, man. We go... I'm gonna hit up Scott too. He don't know it if he's still watching. Scott, I'm gonna hit you up, dog. You get ready. Clear up your calendar for the next 2 weeks, bro. I'm gonna need you on one of these days, man, where we can all come together, bro. Everybody like the energy of when the podcast community coming together. So we also got West Coast coming. We got Tom Downey. We got a lot of people, man. So I ain't mean to tell you now, but that's what's going down. Because it's off season, man. Let's get to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not you,
Yes,
OC.
sir.
Not you. But
No, I'm with
anyway.
it. I'm already working, baby. I'm already working. So we good.
Yeah, we working, man. So y'all stay with us the whole time as we go through these exit interviews, because I think the reason why this is so important, because this is preparing us for the off season. Like, we got to know the details of which of the guys that's actually that need to stay, need to go, why we believe that. Maybe y'all can talk us out of that. You know what I'm saying? But we should have that conversation. Real exit interviews. Real stuff, no fake stuff, real talks, like what you said today, OC. Straight business. And straight up, you got to do this. Please do this. Make a habit to do this. Like, subscribe, and share. Cause see, I see the chat, man. Y'all love this stuff, man, and y'all know the spirit of how me and the OC bring it. It's real, bro. That's all we.
Fire.
People they realizing where we are now, OC. They starting to see them cats will stand alone, and we will, for what's right. That's what cats starting to realize. That's why we were getting a lot of stuff on Twitter. OC and Boss been saying it, because we ain't never been trying to be right. We always been about what's best for this team. You know what I'm saying?
That's ideal wins, man.
Oh, can you tell them about that real quick before we get out of here, bro?
Yeah,
the
man.
So we made to each other. The commitment we made to each other.
Yeah, before we started Boss Cowboy Sports, and so, man, we talked about, hey, regardless of whatever happened, man, the best idea will always win, because that is a part of winning cultures. And that was from research from some of the best organizations in the world and how they operate, that it wouldn't be a me or you. I don't care if it's a cat, a dog, or anybody in the chat. The best ideal is the ideal that will always win. And that's how you create successful teams and organizations. And so when you follow Boss Cowboy Sports, that's what we all about. We're trying to get the best ideal out there so that we can win and we can get the 6.
That's all we doing. And so also, you know, and I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to cut your head off real quick, OC. No, I'm going to do it like this, so I'm going to cut your head off. It'll look better this way. Y'all also make sure y'all hit that like on Facebook as well and follow on Facebook. All right? And, you know, a lot of y'all doing this. Believe me, it's never wasted. Continue to support us with the Boss Cowboy Cash App at $BossCowboySports. We greatly appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, it's a couple of investments that we building up for. We want a whole new portable quality laptop that's gonna take us into next year, right? So that's one thing we building for. So we need y'all help with that. Also, I'm gonna be going out to the Senior Bowl, right? So going out to the Senior Bowl, if anybody want to obviously help with that trip, that helps. Because then I'm gonna be able to go out there and get content on those guys that we looking at that can potentially be candidates for the Dallas Cowboys. And y'all know I'm gonna keep it real on what I see out there. You ain't gonna have to worry about me. I'm gonna say exactly what I'm seeing. So I ain't gonna give y'all no fluff and hype, because this is draft season, and in draft season it be a bunch of hype. It be a bunch of Cal Pitts is the best generational player. That's come on, bro. Like, he was a top 10, but all that, stop. It get ridiculous in the off season. So you need people that's gonna be balanced. So y'all can help with that trip for everybody that donate. Did you have any final words, my dog?
No, man, listen, I appreciate all the support and love. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your bell notification icon so you can get the latest and greatest in Cowboys content and news. Also, follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can follow me, the OC100, on Twitter. Until next time, let's go.
Let's go. And I want to show one more comment before I hit that button, bro. I think this is the best comment of the whole show. Straight business. Hashtag straight business. Listen, because this is why straight business is registering. because we all know we can't have no favorites if we trying to win. He say straight business gotta get out of the way. You can have favorites that's not being held accountable. Favorite players untouchable. Facts.
Hashtag straight business.
Straight business.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Yoga fire!
Boss Cowboy Sports.